How are you doing this afternoon?
Doing well by God's grace, and you?
I am okay. Thank you so much. I appreciate you for joining us. Now, Prof, a few seconds ago, we talked about some drones that Samuel Abu Jinapor said you procured when you were the chairman of the interministerial committee. And he can't find, in those drones cannot be accounted for. What's the truth about this?
Samuel Abu Jinapor, that is
the outgoing man, yes, the outgoing
outgoing.
Yes, the outgone minister for lands.
I don't think he's serious. Abu was the deputy chief of staff and later on was minister. He knows very well what the truth is. Yes, it is true that the interministerial committee bought some drones, but there were not many. And those drones were given to Operation Vanguard and all the district mining committees. And the records are there. When the committee was dissolved, the National Security took over the office, the National Security and the Ministry for Lands and Natural Resources, especially the Deputy Minister responsible for mines, the Kuduka. They were there, they took over the offices without even inviting me to hand over. So they should go through their records. And again, I think I remember that Honorable Amewu also bought some drones when he was Minister for Lands and Natural Resources. So he should find out from Honorable Amewu where the drones that he left for the Minister of Lands and Natural Resources are. So, I mean, they should not try to shift the blames. I mean, I left this place long ago and they took over without even asking me to come and hand over everything. So, yes, we bought some drones, but if you check with Operation Vanguard, they had the drones and all the district mining district committees. There were district mining committees in all the districts where mining was being done in the central region, in western region, the central region, and so on. They all had these drones.
Do you have an idea, Prof, how many drones were put in your care?
Not in my care, in the care of the committee. I mean, remember, I was the chairman. We have a secretariat. The chairman doesn't. It's not responsible for the day-to-day administration of the committee. But Ghanaians are, people are trying to push in on me as if, as a chairman, you imagine being a chairman of the board, and everybody blames you for everything. We bought some drones, but I cannot give you the details, how many there were. But what I can tell you is that everything was on records, which we left in the office, and they were taken over by the National Security. But again, we can also check with Operation Vanguard and all the district committees. They had the drones. But as I can say, I think the greater portion of the drones were purchased by the Ministry for Lands and Natural Resources. So that is where Abu Jinapor should find out, where they are.
Why would Abu Jinapor Samuel be directing all the drone enquiries to you if you were the chairman and not responsible directly for those drones?
I'm not saying that I was not responsible. Of course, as a chairman, you have to assume responsibility for everything. But then, I cannot get the details now as I sit here. This happened 5-6 years ago, and we had records where the number of drones, where they are, and so on. But everything was recorded in the office. What I know is that thousands were sent to Vanguard and all the district mining committees. So, yes, there were some drones. But maybe Abu Jinapor should rather concern himself with the drones, the greater quantity that was purchased by the Ministry of Lands and Natural Resources. Without us, they had their own program because that was the Ministry responsible for mining in Ghana. We were a committee. So he should concern himself with that.
Wow. So interesting. It means that the drones were bought in 2 batches. One for the interministerial committee,
yes,
and then the other one for the Ministry of Lands, Mines and Lands, right?
Yes. This is what I know. I think so. I think what I'm saying is correct because this is what I was told. I did not see the drones that were purchased by the Minister of Lands and Natural Resources. But I was told that the ministry had purchased some drones, maybe for their own work. I don't know. But yes, the committee purchased drones. And these drones were given to the Operation Vanguard and then the district mining committees. And I presented reports on several occasions to cabinet, and Abu Jinapor was there. You know, he must have heard me or seen me and, you know, give a presentation about these drones.
Did the drones help in any way in the fight against Galamsey?
Yes, in a way it helped, but there was also a sabotage. For example, some of the districts intentionally crashed their drones. You know, they will send a drone out and then maybe to get missing, crash into a tree or something, so that, you know, you find it difficult to monitor the things from Accra.
Wow. Some of them intentionally crashed their drones?
Yes, yes.
Interesting. Prof, I'm going to let you go for now, but we're looking forward to having a longer interview with you. But I will ask this. Tell me, the fight against Galamsey, is it improving or is it getting worse?
No, I don't want to comment on that. But what I want to say is that this drones thing, I'm trying to get in touch with some of the people who work in the secretariat, where they have some information or maybe some files about the drones. And if I get any information, I'll certainly inform you. But
all right.
Illegal mining, I don't want to comment on that now. The government is, we have a new government and they are trying to do something, so let's give them some time. Every time, if there's something not going well, I'll come and comment.
That is fair enough. But do you have any piece of advice for the president concerning the illegal mining right now? He's listening to you right now.
No, I'm not advice. If the president needs my advice, I think there are people, the committees, ministers, and so on. They can come to me and I will sit down and talk.
Okay, thank you so much, Prof. I want to appreciate you for this. Thank you so much. Thank you.